Well, right now I'm beginning the tutorial. I already created my first agent and I'm using the tutorial book, and in this side I have the Anylogic working already. So I'm gonna continue with this, and in some more minutes I'm gonna do some updates, right? Okay, so I already created this model. Now we're gonna test it to see how does it work. Okay, we can see that the potential customers are actually being clients. When they're green, they're clients, and the advertising is what makes them clients. That's the rate in which they are converting, right? So it looks really good. We can see that the model is in days, so we have got 27 days, and these are all our clients. This is a simulation of the market. Okay, so right now we added this timeout to the model that will put a limit to the product lifespan, and that will be very interesting. Let's see what it does. Let's speed up. Okay, we're seeing how it's increasing like before. Maybe a little bit more speed. Okay, and now when it comes to the 6 months exactly, it should start decreasing because of the product lifespan. Let's see. Speed. You see it right there, right? Now it's decreasing because the product lifespan it's decreasing, and now it will increase again as a new product is launched. See, now it's stabilizing. Okay, so right now I created this compare of runs with which I can test what I was doing before in a much more easier way, because when this bar ends, it will create another line like this one, and it will change. It will show how the users change through time in a more statistical and a more precise way than the one that I was doing before. It's a really cool tool, and everything is based in the max waiting time, as we're seeing right here. Yes, a fewer waiting time creates a lower run than the ones that I was having before. Okay, so now we changed from model and we created this model for an infectious disease. When we have a first patient, right? So this is how it will be changing, and we can see how the exposed people are increasing, the infectious people are decreasing, and just the first one just got recovered. We can increase and speed up to see how this will develop over time. Oh, that was really quick. We can see, let me just decrease it a little bit. We can see how all the susceptibles already finished, and this is how they look at the end. This is how the susceptibles will decrease, because at the end of the day, we will have non-susceptible people because everyone will be recovered at this rate. This is the rate of infection. Well, not the rate, but the point where the most people got infected. And it will, I think it will look similar for exposed, right? Yeah, it kind of resembles in some way. Hi. Okay, well, I created a couple of things. First of all, the simulation of the model that we had before. I added like this graph to show, to better show how it's moving the values over time. And basically we can see what we were seeing individually in a more holistic way, right? In a more complete way. Really cool. But I also did this calibration experiment, which will give us the parameters that best complete this experiment, right? It's the best infeasible and the best feasible criteria. Okay, so now we created this new model that resembles a typical distribution center, I guess, some warehouse. We're gonna run this simulation. We can actually see that we have like 5 stages, right? That source pallets, store raw material, the raw material is in storage, it's retrieved, and then it's just in, right? And we can see how the warehouse that we have, that is this one, it's being used actually by the pads that's covering. And actually, if we run this through a long time, we can see that we're not using more than 3 spaces from our warehouse. So we actually have some very good numbers right here. Okay, so now we input the forklifts as part of our problem, of our simulation, and we also can see it in 3D. So it looks actually very, very cool. And we can see how they are left in the boxes. This view actually is useful because before this I really didn't notice that it had like 2 floors, the racks. So for this case in particular, it may be useful. Well, now we changed our simulation a little bit because we added a truck that carries the packages and brings them to the warehouse, and then the forklifts put them on the racks. There are about 60 packages that have to be placed on the racks of the storage, and once it's finished, the truck goes and the forklifts now have to retrieve the raw material, right? That is what they are doing right now. Well, so right now I'm in the last model, modeling an airport and how it's the pedestrian flow. And we can see the first example of the flow that they will be having across the airport. It's a really simple model, but with this image we can see it graphically. Okay, so now I added a bunch of more steps to make the airport experience more realistic. And we have a normal check-in, and then they go to this to the security check. We also can see that some of them go directly to the security check because they are doing the reservation online, and they're doing it online, and they don't need this line. We're seeing that this line actually, well, it kind of gets crowded through the time, how it does in reality. So I think that the model is depicting a really accurate reality. Okay, so basically I have finished the simulation. I'm gonna run it so you can see it. So this is the entire airport, and you can see how everyone is moving through the check-in or directly to the security, and they are in the waiting room. Let me show it in 3D because it looks a lot better. And well, this is how everyone is staying in the waiting room, and I think that if I speed up, we shall be able to see in some seconds how you saw the first plane just departed. Let's see another one. Oh, you see there, right? How people are departing as the plane reaches, right? Let's see another one. Okay. Oh, you saw right there, right? Well, this works because of a data set that I upload with a lot of flights. So the flights are programmed, and when the time reaches here, the plane gets to the airport and people do their lines both in work class or economic class and business class to get to the plane. So yeah, that's basically all the course, all the tutorial, and that was it.